It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
And I ain't gotta say a damn thing, but girl, I'm trying to get you, cause someone who knows how to ride can take different positions. Now you screaming up and down we go. That's right, I never met the type of girl that's quite like you. Keep it on the low, and I can give more than dick, girl, it's true, but I only did one time, yeah.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome into the building. We're going to get right into the show because I know y'all want to go party with Lemon on Friday night. So we're going to get right into the show. First thing I'm going to do is show y'all how much trolling, just is funny to me, and it's just, it doesn't make any sense how people get torn up about it. I'm going to actually troll myself. Now, Cupcakes did this on her show, and that's the homie. I told the first person I told on this internet, you're protected at all costs, offline, online, whatever the case may be, was Cupcakes. It's about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And anybody that knows her and knows me, y'all know we rock together. But here's what she did to me, damn it, at the beginning of her show. Let's go. I'm trolling my damn self. Shit. Enjoy.
I don't know what he got going on. I remember this. Allegedly, um, Envy was high off that cocainiana. Okay, he was high.
Hey, what's happening? Just like the beef sector says, child, in my sector, we always talk about powder. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? If I get trolled, I'm going to play it. Shit. Let's go. AYTC, I'm so happy you're here. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing you in the building. I knew it would take a while, but here you are. Official Love Joy, it's always a pleasure. Ms. Senator, very consistent supporter. I really appreciate you as well. Buddha Bell was happening. Ms. Senator, what it do? All right, let's get right into it. All right. So I'm going to skip right over to the announcement and then we'll go back to the lemon thing real quick and then we'll close out. We're probably going to be here for about an hour so that y'all can go do your Friday night, as I said, with lemon. All right. So I'm riding around the YouTube streets today and I hear just Christa saying the same thing. I try to tell everybody, listen, I don't tell anybody where to go. And she always says that there's a campaign that me and Lolo are on to tell people not to support her channel. People go where they want to go and see who they want to see. And we're all adults and they actually go there for the content creator. So if your supporters don't go over there because I say so, that's ridiculous. I mean, here's what I did, right? So here's the quick announcement. It's not breaking news or anything like that, but I think I was being extremely, extremely fair yesterday, right? I didn't say I want everybody to vote you off the island or anything like that. I was being extremely fair. I showed, what I was talking about. I made my, I presented the information. Lolo talked about what she was talking about. I showed what you did to her on IG. And then I asked the people. I literally asked the people, where do we go from here? Because a lot of content creators don't understand. We're just the content creators. The subscribers, supporters, they're the channel. So listen, what happened was, and I asked maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, are y'all sure? Okay, I see 1, I see 2, I see 3, I see 10, I see 14. So what do I look like? Especially when people say, oh yeah, in 3 to 5 business days, y'all will kiss and make up. No, I do exactly what my supporters want to ride for. Now, I want you to be very, very clear. If you are her supporter or whatever, that's cool. it doesn't mean you're not supposed to come over here. And if I see her anywhere, it's cordial. She's over there calling me pink patties or some crazy shit like that. Okay, cool. Get your shit off. I thought we were done talking about each other. But I really want y'all to understand that we used to have a ramp around here to accommodate Christa so she can, ride up it, but the wheelchair access ramp has been dismantled. So I don't give a damn where you go. You just can't come here until further notice. Now, my supporters, subscribers say, man, that sucks, whatever. We really would like her to be over here. It's going to be the same drill. It's going to be, how do y'all feel? And if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like I said earlier, that's what we're going to do. It's very, very simple. I know you're going to be like, oh, I don't care. I don't have to go over there. You say my panel is boring. You said my panel is boring, but you're on it. So anyway, and then it's funny when you talk about my numbers. I don't do anything for numbers, period. But anyway, the math isn't mathing. So that's very, 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 very simple. So really, that's all the airtime we're going to give you. I just definitely wanted everybody to know there's no campaign. I don't give a damn where you go. And if a content creator is soft enough to say, oh my gosh, that person supports so and so, that person supports so and so, but they're coming over to give you a click and a view, that shit is ridiculous to me. Let me say what's up to some of y'all. Hey, Diving, how you doing? Black Pearl, I didn't speak to you yet. I appreciate you being here. Miss Genesis, you're always in the building. Buddha Bell, I spoke to you. Let's see. Welcome. I don't want to jack up your name. Tammy Marie, I appreciate you being here. Okay, cool. Oh, you can't hear. Hold on. You can't hear. Am I good? No, Buddha Bell. That's not what I said. Can everybody hear me so that I can? Hey, what's up, Beverly? Can y'all hear me? Just somebody put a 1 and then I can continue. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So that's all the airtime Krista gets. Whatever she wants to say about me, I don't care. You're just not coming here. You're voted off the island or whatever. Or you can go to Belize. You can hit Trish up, and I'm sure she'll let you go to Belize because we're supposed to still believe in Belize. But hey, it depends on how delusional you are or not. Sugar Plum, what's happening? Creole Butterfly, appreciate you being here, aka Libra Butterfly. All right, so let's go right into the lemon thing, right? Because YTC jumped in here and said that title with her hand over her head. I would too, okay? But I'm so tired of this because when I ride around or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, Envy was up under Lemon. Envy's doing this and that. No, I'm going to tell you exactly how we are in the space that we're in right now. Now, if you want to take it and turn it sideways just because I'm mentioning another male, do so. But that shit would be ridiculous. So let me talk about this. I promised y'all, I've said I would explain whether I think Lemon is on the side of the fence with the same preference of males. All right. So at first, I was mostly like you all, right? We went back and forth. He cussed me out. I cussed him out. What's up, the Queen? Appreciate you being here. Let's go before reacts. If you start doing, I'm not sure how much content you do, but if you start doing content, you're always over here. Ahmad, please drop her link if you don't mind. Thank you. And if you don't want us to drop the link, let us know. But if you got some stuff coming up, you're more than welcome to ask us to drop a link. What's up, Easy Living? What up, Malik? All right, so here we go. Right. If I miss some of the chat, I want to get through this because Lemon's doing his Friday night thing. As I said, I'm the type of person I'm gonna go live, and then hey, you get redirected. If you want to stay, you can stay. If you don't, obviously, you know how to leave. So anyway, at the beginning, there was no doubt in my mind that he was straight. We were going back and forth, like just individuals cussed each other out, this and that, but I didn't have any type of friendship with him at all whatsoever, right? Y'all remember us going back and forth to the Mo3 sector. Usually, I believe we would go to Mahia's or Broadway's or something, and he would ask, about being OG status, this and that, whatever, whatever. Okay, cool. So we got through that situation, right? Okay. And then the allegation started about about his preferences, right? And this was pre-Vegas, right? It was like, oh, sometimes he laughs like this, sometimes his emotions show and XYZ or whatever. And I was like, I don't know, start to get swayed on the GAY side, but it is what it is. And then I was mad one day, and I think people said, do you have any idea? What do you think of him and Shaquem spending so much time together? Blah 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 blah. I said, I don't know. It is what it is. Vegas happened, right? I think Vegas changed our minds about a whole lot of people, not just him, right? So I was asked again, and I don't lie. I'm going to tell y'all some shocking things that were asked outside of Lemon. I was asked about a couple people. You guys are going to be like, what? And then you're going to blame me that I'm trying to be cool with certain people I've been cool with in a long time because of what I said today. But anyway, all right. So Vegas pretty much turned us all around, right? And people asked me straight up after that. They said, do you think that Lemon's gay? I said, I think him and Shaquem are gay. I said that publicly on a platform. Everybody asked me. I don't lie. I don't give a shit. If if somebody's in their feelings, so what? Let's fight about it. And not on the internet. Like, let's just fight about it. I said, absolutely. Lemon and Shaquem are gay, right? And I fucks with both of them. I don't have a problem with Lemon. I don't have a problem with Shaquem. I was just giving my opinion. So now, that kind of swayed into a situation. Now, remember, no friendship so far, right? So Vegas kind of swayed me a little bit, right? And the thing that swayed me is what swayed everybody else. People are going to find the most unbecoming situations to put out there about you if they don't like you, and I have to take that into account. You know, the man was walking around for what 3-4 days, and I don't know, maybe at one time he might have had his hand a certain way, or whatever the case may be. But at that point, hold on, what the hell? There we go. Anyway, now the glasses and all the other stuff. Would Envy wear those glasses and whatnot? No. I was feeling like there was a unisex situation going on. But to be honest with you, the way I feel, I'm in the Bible Belt. I'm in Georgia. The good old boys down here and shit. Like, we, even if I wanted to wear glasses or whatever like that, we can't get away with that type of thing. But California has a different swag. I believe they're like 10 years ahead of us on the fashion, and I think New York is about 14 years ahead of us. So I didn't really like judge it that not that much, right? But I still was standing on, I think him and Shaquem are gay, right? Okay, cool. So let's fast forward, right? Let's fast forward quick. Um, so we got into a situation where we chopped it up. Like, quite honestly, I can't put my finger on like the first phone call or the whatever. I think we were checking on, like, I have no idea. But then, like, it went into like asking about simple YouTube questions or whatever that content creators talk about. And then I would talk to him. And the next thing that threw me off is we were starting to be cool. But the next thing that threw me off was SK, to be honest with you. Now, in my comments, I 100% had people saying, "Oh, you're trying to get clout off of SK." Really? Like, Officer King? No. So allegedly he's got a white woman locked up in the basement somewhere, and he sees her like once a week or whatever. I don't know, don't care. But in my opinion, uh the Sir King and Lemon, that kind of like went to that unisex thing, I guess, because I do not think that Sir King is a straight man. But that's just me talking. And again, all you Sir King fans or whatever, congratulations. It is what it is. Okay. So again, we're gonna fast forward. I still think that he, maybe unisex, he might be gay or whatever. But then when we got into more of a conversation like, hey, on YouTube, I want to do, you know, I want to be able to do this on StreamYard. Just, it's not like I was his coach or anything, but it was more just basic conversations like I have with big rigs, like new CCs, if I got something to offer, some kind of, what you call it, some kind of advice to give or whatever, I'm going to do that. But then the crazy thing is, one night I'm driving around, I'm talking about YouTube, and I'll say what's up to y'all when I get a second. Just trying to get this information out real quick. Okay, so all of a sudden we're talking about YouTube. I'm driving around, right? And I pull up to a gas station and I cam up. I'm like, look at these crazy people out here, man. These crackheads going wild. There were people dancing out there. There were people preaching out there. There were people picketing out there. There were people getting pulled over out there. I wanted to get away from that gas station as fast as possible. So I rolled out and I went to the liquor store, right? And when I was at the liquor store or whatever, I was talking shit. And one of the things I typically do as envy, I love women. I'm like, man, I turn my camera or whatever. I'm like, damn, I mean, Atlanta is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got these 10 single women right here. 11. I'm gonna I'm gonna put in my 2 cents, spit some game, see if I can catch some. He was laughing, whatever. I went into the liquor store. He heard me talking to the liquor store dude, and we actually had our first normal conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with YouTube. And I'm not one of those people that's like, oh yeah, let me play a recording or let me show a text message or whatever. I'm just here to tell you that it was a straight man conversation. Okay. It was a very straight man conversation. Just how it sounded, what we were referring to, things like that, right? Everybody has their own relationship with people, and they take it for what they are. Everybody has best friends, everybody has haters, everybody has people they love, whatever the case may be. But at that point, things started to go to a space where I had one, then two, then three, then four conversations that was a very, very straight vibe. So at that point, I was like, there's absolutely no way in God's green earth that this dude is gay. No. I'm a good judge of character. I don't give a damn what people think, how they think. I think on my own, but I stand on that. I had something else to say about it, but what the hell? Oh. So y'all think, we go back and forth or whatever it is, right? Absolutely. And the whole thing is the next step, that I evaluate people on is how they move. Now, how they move, I want to see how solid somebody is, right? So let's just take YouTube, for example. YouTube is what? Like, shares, subscribes, cash apps, super chats, all that, right? And I was like, hey, man, I'm always on your panel and this and that. And, we chopped it up about YouTube and this and that. I said, what's the problem? I said, in real life, I would walk up to you and say, what's the problem, Lemon? Huh? What's the problem? What the hell you mean what the problem is? I said, hey, do you support the channel? He's like, yeah. I said, I can't tell. So basically, um, most people, most people would say, well, I support it and I'm gonna do my best or whatever the case may be. But I would say out of all the people I've dealt with over the last 5, 6 years, or whatever it is on this bitch, he can make a change very, very quick. And what do I mean about that? It doesn't have to be a long conversation. You don't have to go into things and all that. If he feels like changing, he's going to change immediately. You can't tell Lemon to do a damn thing that he doesn't want to do. Okay. The only thing that I think that Lemon does, and he's not going to change this, he definitely, mm, Lolo, you do the same. I fucks with you the long way, but the over explaining. I would do anything. I would do anything in my power to jump up there on the platform sometimes and be like, I don't know. I don't know. Like basically, like make something happen other than over explaining. Lolo does it as well, but what that turns into is the over explaining starts, wearing emotions on your sleeve. And once you start wearing emotions on your sleeve, and somebody catches you, if somebody catches you, being emotional over some things that you have every right to be emotional about. I've lost people in my life. I know if someone brought up my brother or whatever the case may be, especially something that like just Krista did, which I can never forgive, is like the pedo thing and whatnot. I too would get emotional. I just get emotional a little bit more in private, so I can't judge somebody on that. So that's exactly how I feel about just Krista and Lemon. This is very, very simple. Let me hit some of the comments to see what y'all are talking about. I appreciate that. Hey, Malik, the link is pinned at the top for your questions. Go ahead. Let's see what y'all are saying. That was I can't hear. That was a long time ago. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Malik, come on up. Rico, what it do? Let's see what Miss Genesis said. Only the people who want to make money off of dropping people wants her. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. So I don't want to make any money off of, because here's the thing: if you do something that your supporters, I don't know. If you say you're going to do something, then you do the exact opposite for your supporters. That's where you're going to lose people. Beasley,
Oh, good afternoon.
what's up, man? Good afternoon. How you doing?
All right, I'm listening to your diatribe,
Okay, go ahead.
dialogue, and I'm taking some mental notes.
What did they tell you?
You well, what does it tell me? It tells me you put an awful lot of words on things that don't require as many words, but that's just you, and you're not the only one. Um, and sometimes you might lose people um, in following you around your the word pictures that you paint. But
Mm-hmm.
someone's glasses,
What up,
someone's
ODS? Appreciate you being here, brother.
so,
Appreciate the support. Go ahead, Beasley.
someone's glasses
Mm-hmm.
or someone's choice of fashion or someone's what other type of things you could think of that doesn't make them gay. It may make them feminine.
Molly, what do you want? Type it in the comment. It doesn't matter. Beasley's up here. I'll answer your question. Go ahead, Beasley.
I'm come in peace.
I
I'm
see.
contrib- I'm contributing to the topic with the original thought.
All right.
Yeah, that's original thoughts are rare around here. They should be cherished.
They are.
Yeah,
Very much so.
people that actually think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But that doesn't make someone gay. That doesn't indicate that someone's gay or not. What makes someone gay is the obvious of them having actual sex with someone of the same
Jasmine,
sex.
appreciate you, Jasmine. Go ahead.
How can I get a thought out when
What up,
you're
nobody?
greeting people?
Go ahead.
You-
Go
yeah.
go
So
ahead. I'll
yeah.
highlight the comments until you're done speaking. Go
All right.
ahead.
Yeah. I mean that's about it. I mean, you know, how do you know someone's gay until you know that they've had sex with someone? And what difference does it make if they're gay or not? I mean, I talk all this stuff. It's a troll. It's a troll to get all you people that just love gay people because they're gay, which is ridiculous. You know, gay people are just like everybody else. There's good ones, bad ones, bank robbers, crooks, thieves, people that run red lights, people that cheat on their taxes, all kinds of yeah. I mean, so just liking or disliking people because they're gay is kind of silly to me. Doesn't take much thought. Take people one at a time. But it's, Lemon's glasses, the way he talks, it doesn't make him gay. Now, some of it comes off as feminine. It doesn't make him gay.
Right.
Getting on the back of Shakim and humping him like that. Now that doesn't make him gay, but it sure it sure sends you down that path.
Molly, it's not necessarily about me not telling you some breaking news. It's me telling you my feelings. Okay, like a content creator can, yeah, it's not breaking news or anything. If everybody thought that he was gay, cool, I mean, that's fine. But I'm telling you my personal thoughts as a content creator to my supporters. That's the difference, Molly. I'm not trying
You
to,
know,
there's no
the
breaking news. That's like saying Trump doesn't love power or some shit like that, but then then he's in a
the
civil court case. That's new information to my supporters, Molly. Chill out. Hey,
the
Lolo,
the
thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Beasley.
the bigger question is, why was someone that was gay, why would they be unwilling to come out in a space that welcomes you because you're gay? That was help created for the gay people can feel comfortable amongst each other. Why would what would be stopping someone from letting their hair down and coming out as gay when when they're surrounded by so many others where it's not that big of a deal in the beef sector? That's another question.
That is a good question Lolo does have. Does that make wrestlers yag? Like, with the jujitsu and the guys that put on singlets and stuff like that. Does that make them gay?
No, it just makes them have little wrestlers funny looking gear.
Molly, I try
No,
to have as much respect as I possibly can because I don't know what a certain lifestyle wants to be called. I don't allow people to call me African American, so I don't know what people want to be called. So when I'm confused, Anyway, go ahead. It changes kind of on a daily basis sometimes.
I mean, let's take Molly for example. Molly, as we know it, is
Hey,
allegedly
mommy.
a
Mm-hmm.
male, okay,
Right.
with the name of Molly. So it looks like it's a man masquerading around in a woman's name. And who knows? Molly could be a woman, could be a man, just like Vibrant Law.
Molly's hit the platform.
I don't know. I've never experienced that, but that is
Molly
a
hit Ness's panel. That's
and
definitely a man.
okay. Hello, hello. Hey, Molly.
That's how Molly sounded.
Wow,
This is a one time thing.
it's a one-time thing on Molly.
I'm gonna go back into the chat. Yeah, that's Molly.
All
Molly
right.
actually has a deep voice. It's crazy. Like the
Hey,
way that Molly Woo bangs in the chat is not how Molly hits the panel. What's up, Ms. 215? Go ahead.
all right. All right. Well, Molly has
Malik, what's your questions, Malik? Because I don't want to hear later don't address me on somebody else's platform. What questions you have here? Let's talk about it. Because this is a one and done. You know what I mean? We're going to lemons after this. Go ahead.
yeah. Why if Lemon is not gay, or if he is gay, why is he fighting it? What's the big deal? So Kim came out and it was not that big of it wasn't news for 2 days. She got cash apps for it. It benefited him. It may have messed him up psychologically. It may have disturbed his family
Malik,
when this heat. It may have disturbed his family when this heat
Malik.
called his sister
Yo,
and
he is
provided
on
recordings
Nas
for.
he.
All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Beasley. Finish your thought.
No, I said it may have disturbed uh, Shakim when this heat called his sister and played recordings and other clips where he came out and admitted that he was gay. I think that caused more problems with his life and everything, having come out to his parents.
Hmm.
He doesn't talk about that, but I'm sure that's what happened.
I can't even speak on that. I didn't hear it, nor did I see anything.
Well, I
What's up,
can, and
Sour
you can,
Patch?
I can, and any of you are welcome to explore it more. It happened.
I didn't experience that because I mean if that happened, I think it would be a little bit more publicized, right? Hey,
Um,
Sharika.
it happened. A lot of things happen that people don't know about,
What's up, Shay?
including me, because I don't know anything that's going on with this stuff that's going on lately. They've officially bored me to death. The beef sector.
Mm.
I wouldn't care if Lady Nika chopped up Brianna and Pizarro. If she chopped them up with a knife and everything, and Diva served them on Taco Tuesday with tacos, and had Brianna tacos, I wouldn't give a shit. Wouldn't change my life at all. They are boring me to death. But if they
Yeah,
get along or
Tatum
don't get
couldn't
along, I
tackle
don't
him.
care.
Yeah, two
Thanks, double.
peas, two peas.
Uh,
All that whole thing is just so blown up. It's ridiculous. Like, I will tell you this: did the wrestling look a little different to me? Yeah, at first, but then when Ness was asking him to not punch him in the face, yeah, it got a little bit more not weird because Levitt did hold back, not punch and shock him in the face about 4 or 5 times. So it wasn't really that weird. I've gotten into fights many, many times and ended up on the ground. The majority of a fight is on the ground. But anyway, Malik, well, how you doing, man?
Hey man, I'm good. Listen. So now that you said you don't think that he's lighting his Timberlands,
Hmm.
so what's next? So like, I agree with you. Like, if that's his thing, that's his thing. But at the end of the day, how do you think he should move going forward, though?
No different.
No different.
I mean, I mean, if he changed up all of a sudden the way that his nomenclature, the way that he moves, or whatever the case may be, don't you think his supporters would be like, what the hell? I mean, he's an actor. He tells y'all he does theater. He told y'all that it's a running show. Just like this is a series. My channel's a series. We're gonna go in and out. We're gonna pick up some people. We're gonna drop some people. We're gonna make commentary, but it's all gonna fit together. If you go to my homepage on the channel, it's very organized. This is a series. But go ahead.
So with that being said, see you later on that lemons. Let's get it.
So let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this, Malik. So you said you had some questions, and the questions seem to be a little bit more. Yeah, you're asking a general question on what the man should do.
Nah, I'm
He,
asking. My question was, let me say it this way then. So you still gonna fuck with him, right?
of course.
No, nothing else to be said. That's it. I'm out. That's
All
it.
right. What should we care in or try to dictate how another grown man moves forward? Y'all are too invested, not you per se, but others. Yeah, I mean, it's not really like shock value. It's not clickbait. It's not nothing. Just like I'm willing to come out and tell my supporters they don't want just Christa here. Well, she's not coming here. That's it. I don't care what she says. There's no campaign to tell people. Remember this, please. I'll say this one more time. There is no campaign to say that don't go support this Christa. I don't care. You just can't come here. I don't do 4 to 5 business days. But go ahead, Beasley.
the person that asked that question, that's kind of silly. Actually, you're
She
here on the
said it.
site. I don't know, but the person that just asked that question, why would anyone care? Why would anyone not care on a site where people are hooking up all the time?
People
Where
care.
yeah, right,
And it's
exactly.
not just and it's not just that lifestyle it's not just that lifestyle, it's everybody's lifestyle.
But people should,
People.
but
Mhm.
people should be care because women and men should be concerned if they're having sex with someone that's having sex with someone that's bisexual, and whether or not and their practices, whether they're having safe sex or not, or if someone is bisexual and they're hiding it. That's how disease happens. There are reasons why, according to the Center of Disease Control, that the black demographic has higher results in HIV, just about every communicable sexual disease. And it's not because black people are more sexual than any other group, it's because of education and awareness.
And
Uh,
Molly, Envy, I'm about to be messy. Lemon has the opportunity now to say you held an entire conversation about my sexuality and you look like you're a press fan. So what are you going to tell us? Okay, so it's kind of a two-part question. A conversation about his sexuality. Everybody's had a conversation about his sexuality. Name somebody who hasn't. Second of all, if he says I'm a press fan, I don't know if I'm pressed. I could sit here and talk about whatever I want. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm a friend to him, not a fan. I don't. If we want to do a YouTube competition, it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of his subscribers support me, a lot of my subscribers support him. It's all good. But what am I gonna do if he does get on the teleport and
You're
start
you're
getting
you're
sideways about a press fan? I don't really have a response to that because if I
you're
don't
cri-
believe I'm something, how am I going to argue against it? Like I'm not a press fan. I'm just out here speaking. But go ahead.
you're cri- your criteria for a friend is really low, if you can consider him a friend.
It's
Someone,
gotten
someone, someone, someone
it's
that you
gotten
haven't
better.
met, someone that you haven't met, who intentionally plays games for clicks and views constantly. You can do better.
Who complains about clicks and views?
I see anyone complains who is constantly running game and running plays for clicks and views.
Right? Okay. I don't run plays.
Do you listen ever?
I'm just
Are
telling
you
you
pre-
that you
are
flip.
you are you are you are you preoccupied in
Molly,
trying to
the
do
only
too many things
person
at once?
Molly, the only person that makes me the only person that worries about looking bad is me. I don't I just literally played a troll video. And since more of y'all are in here, this is how much I care about looking bad. I'm gonna play this one more time since there's a lot of people in here, right? And as I said, Cupcakes is my ride or die, forever. She's protected at all costs. And this is what she did to me yesterday, right? It's trolling. We're fine. Watch. I'm going to do this to myself since there's plenty of people in the building. Let's go.
I don't know what he got going on. I remember this though. Allegedly, um, Envy was high off that cocainiana. Okay, he was high.
That's how much I care. But go ahead. Cupcake
I
style be ride or dies forever. But go ahead.
I was about to say that wasn't that bad. Then I realized she's calling you gay. Then she's calling you a drug addict too, or not a drug addict, but saying
Well,
that you were high.
in our sector, like the B sector says, child. Our thing is talk about powder and fentanyl and stuff like. We say everybody's on powder. It's just our lingo. But go ahead.
I think you've accused me of it.
Blue. I'm sure. I mean, we
Hmm.
accuse everybody of it. I mean,
Right.
you're not exempt. So you listen to your supporters and what they think. If your supporters want a person on your channel or not, I respect that because without supporters, what do you have? Yeah, absolutely. I'm a fiance. If I don't have supporters, I'm talking to myself.
I'm
And I
trying.
and
I'm.
I will be honest with you. I'm a fiance, right? Um, there's a natural high after a good show. You know what I mean? And you
There is.
don't there's a natural high after a good show because basically you basically question yourself before a show. It kind of feels like pregame football or something like.
You don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is like I'm not gonna tell my supporters I'm gonna do something and then flip. Like all my supporters basically told me to have that woman off of my platform, and she's not coming back unless they decide otherwise. Because guess what? If I let her come back and do this and that, you're never gonna believe anything I say ever again, right? Diva Tomboya said one of the greatest things I've heard on the internet. She said it today. Diva Tomboy has said, you know what? If I ever ask for anybody's personal information and somebody gives me their personal information, I'm going to know that they're a snake. I'm going to know that I do things on purpose to see that they're a snake. And the first members live, just so y'all know, is going to be Sunday at 7 o'clock. I put a lot of context clues into my thing, GFID, GFWD, whatever. I'm gonna tell you how to look at some of those 13s and placements or whatnot and how to pick out some of the things within my commentary that go over a lot of people's heads. And I don't want that to happen because I'm very, very ritualistic based on my background. Go ahead.
Hmm.
Everything's a symbol to me. Trust me. They're
You know.
everything.
Do you know I don't watch Lemon Show at all? So, and
Uh,
I find by not watching Lemon Show,
hey, soul sister, appreciate you being here.
I
Go
miss.
ahead.
I probably don't. I'm probably not aware of 50% or
What up,
more
Shawnees?
of
That
what
was
Beef Sector commentary is about.
okay.
And if you do that long enough, you don't have a clue what's going on. You know why people don't go into other sectors right away? Because they don't know who the fuck is. They don't know who's who.
Right,
You know, it's just boring. Like, who's this? Who's that? I don't know what's going on.
right.
You don't know what's going on. When you don't know what's going on, you lose interest in. I think I'm happy for it. It's a healthy thing. I'm very happy.
And right, Ms. 215, it is that way. And I saw a couple of your other comments, but I was letting Beasley speak. I saw a couple of your comments. Now, straight men hanging out with homosexual males or whatever, I think it's the weakest thing that somebody can show if it makes them feel uncomfortable. The main misconception about that community is that all of a sudden, if a male is gay, he likes every man. That's like saying a straight woman loves every man. Like it's weird to me that
You know
you have
what?
to be
And the
somebody's
majority,
type, you know.
and
And
the,
the majority of them, if you have the male bravado and you show, well, I'm not saying that gay men don't have a male bravado, but if you have kind of like that air about yourself that you're heterosexual, typically they're not going to disrespect you, not from what I've seen. Just like
yeah,
I'm not going to talk to them about bending a woman over
it it
my
it,
ottoman. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to talk
it,
about
it
what
might
they
it
talk
might
about.
happen from time to time, but for the most part, they stand their place as far as hitting on you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
don't. Uh,
and
yeah,
when that's kept in check, it's not that big of a damn deal.
right. Yeah, I don't care.
Not that
Treasure
big of a
Lane,
deal.
Treasure Lane. If we hang around, he specifically said, up on this panel, I wouldn't, go at envy with that type of conversation because
Man,
that would be
that
disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
that motherfucker's a pure and complete cross dressing freak.
And not just
He
because ODS is in the building. I don't care. I will say anything about anybody. ODS is one of my, I would say, top five favorite content creators on here. There's just few reasons for that. Number one, he lets us get to know him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just on a panel. It's at lunch. It's in the car, like kind of like Lolo does. Like I don't dog people out because they're behind an avatar. I mean, I do say, like, people get mad at pictures talking is kind of crazy, but I really do like how he maintains a crowd, and I don't miss one of his lives. If I do, I
James Caldwell kept cross dressing on and was using different outfits and was
what's
be
up,
and we were-
Brooke?
and he
Go
was
ahead.
being sexually forward with me. He turned me all the way the fuck off. I told him if he didn't stop, I was going to sue him for sexual
You were gonna
harassment.
sue
I
you
would. I
were
was like, dude, this is not cool. I haven't been back to his show. I haven't been back to his show or anything like that. I'm like, I'm not arguing with you like this, man. You were completely out of line. You were completely out of line. I had a completely different experience. And ODS one day decided that he hated me and I'd never done anything to him. I hate Beasley. Never did nothing to him. Interacted with him a couple times and was never negative. I hate him. I'm like, hate? So, I just
um Molly, you when you have a conversation, right? I'm not saying like the conversation is
Molly's fucking with you. And you're
no, no,
letting
no,
Molly
no.
fuck with
No,
you.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
No,
Hey,
Molly
if I
fucks
tell
with
listen, I know how to deal with Molly. Molly, the straight talk at the liquor store, I already explained it. So, I turned on the camera, talked about women, whatever the case may be. It just, I could tell. I've already spoken on it. What up, GFTV, one leg? This troll is awesome. Anyway. But I will say where I'm from, real straight men don't play. Nobody disrespected them calling them gay. And knowing they're not, or trans gay men disrespected them flirting with a gay. Yep. I mean, as I said, every time I've been in the beef sector, the one thing that no one's ever accused me of on this app, they've accused me of everything else, as being gay. You know what I'm saying? And nor when I go back to the Mo3 sector and hang out or whatever the case may be, they don't say, "Oh, you're in the beef sector, so you're gay." It's just not a thing. I mean, it's just not a thing for me. Yeah, ODS, that's my guy. Absolutely. Shit. When I become world famous and all the when I become world famous and all the other stuff, hey, I will share ODS out. And I'm gonna show y'all something real quick about this numbers game real quick. I think I'm willing to see everybody knows everything about me because I don't care about the doxing and the this and that. I've been out here doxed so many times. It really, really, really doesn't matter. Okay, so I always have a reason for things, right? I like to get around people, I like to network, and I like to deal with people one on one before I approach them. And I want you to be very, very observant of this, right? This is my company, okay? Showing all y'all. It's here, the address is here, my real name's on here. I don't care. But I really want you to see something like this because I really want you to pay attention to who we're hiring next. It's a six-figure income. Yeah, and I'm willing to pay it. Let's go. Right? Let's go ahead and set these cookies. All right. This is my company. Partnering with brands to succeed in the metaverse. Diversity initiatives. First damn thing people call us bold. First thing I talk about is diversity initiatives. Leaders. Yeah, it's me when I had hair. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? We do all these cool things. I don't need clout on YouTube at all whatsoever. Like that'd be the most ridiculous. When I open up the Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the soccer, that would not me, but Young Buds. You know when we opened up the soccer the stadium. Come on, when we do a deal with Vans, when we do a deal with a black-owned sunglass creator, an exclusive deal. When we're doing all this entertainment, so on and so forth, where you can click it. All these clicks right here go directly to the YouTube channels. I do have 4 YouTube channels. They're right here. Click the damn things and go to them. I don't hide anything. If you think I'm sitting over on Manco TV hoping and praying that I get support over here, it's ridiculous. Here's all my online appointments. Click to book it. Boom, you get an appointment. Contact us. And here's the great thing, right? Okay, so first of all, that's our address. We're on Magnificent Mile right there, in the Gold Coast of Chicago. Yeah. But look at this. Who are we hiring next? Who are we adding to the team? Yeah, we're hiring a director of LGBTQIA YouTube network. Apply here. Submit your application. So, if you want to ask yourself why I'm hanging out, there's a bigger picture to it, I promise you. I promise. It's fun to troll and have a good time, whatever. But just wait until I hire the director of LGBTQIA YouTube network and give them 6 figures. They're going to come back and
Would
say,
would you would you
they're going to come
would you
back and be
would
like,
you
damn.
would,
They're going to
would
be like,
you
damn, Envy's been hanging out.
would you
Envy's
hire
been
them?
getting to know everybody. Yeah. So
Would you hire
hello.
Lemon? Would you hire Lemon for that job?
That's not a good job for him. I
So you
think
wouldn't.
I think a couple top
So let
candidates.
me let
I'm
me
literally going to put this out here. I think a couple top candidates, in my opinion, would be ODS,
uh-huh.
Vibrant Law. Ms. 215 has a whole lot going on. And I really want to get to know. I mean, I know that she's not gay or whatever, but I really want to get to know Shelly better. Absolutely. I mean, there's others. I don't want to forget
So
anybody, but just so
so
far, those would be my top 2 picks.
are you
Just
having a
apply and see what happens. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
you.
Like I can,
Are you having a Trish moment?
absolutely not. I mean, it's public
So let me see if
information.
let me see if I'm
Beverly, thank
understanding.
you for
You're
becoming a
talking
member.
you're
Hold
talking
on,
very
man. I have to literally get through what I'm saying.
but
Hold
you're
on,
talking real fast. Let me
Uh,
understand you because other people may
Beasley.
not understand you.
Oh my God. Go
You're
ahead,
going real
man.
fast.
We're only doing
So
this one more time because I
all
know
right,
they
all
want to
right.
hear
Well, we're
what I
not.
got to
It's not
go
one more
through.
time. Don't you want to be
Beasley,
understood?
go ahead.
So what you're saying is part of the reason why you're around YouTube in these spaces is that you're looking to hire someone for a job that you are the hiring authority for a six figure job based in Chicago.
Correct.
I don't believe you. I think you're full of shit.
Okay, cool. Well,
Okay.
you know
I
what?
think you're lying and completely full of shit. And it'll never
Here's
come true. You're having a
here's
sick
the
moment.
crazy thing,
You have
Beasley.
fantasies like this. You're
I
a
want to
bullshit
get through.
artist. All
Okay,
right.
see,
I'm not going to
it's not
disrupt
that
your show,
type
but
of
I think you're
show.
complete. I think
Bye,
you're.
Beasley. All right, cool. We don't wait to drop people. He's interrupting. It's stupid. I asked him to let me talk. So anyway, nobody has to buy anybody down. They just have to irritate me, and it's free. Malik, are you? Hey, if he thinks I'm bullshitting or whatever, don't you think I just showed that to people and they can click on the apply button, and then after they apply, don't you think that I have to show that I actually hired somebody? Like you can't. It's really hard to lie because I just told everybody my information. First, last name, business address. You can look it all up. You can confirm it through the Treasury Department, whatever the hell you want to do. You can confirm everything I do. Like a context clue, right? Like what do I put up there? Penthouse travel. I put all my businesses up here. You just have to pay attention. And as I said, when I have my first members live this Sunday at 7 o'clock, here's what I want you to do, Beverly, and all my other members. I have two different community walls. I have a public community wall where I say, hey, members or whatever, go check things out. I put, simple stuff out there, share, support, whatever the case may be. But we have a members only community wall. Anytime I give a little bit more specific information because I really want to pull what you guys want to talk about when we're in more of a tight knit environment. I can be a little bit more real and tell y'all a little bit more. Okay. I really want benefits to come out of your membership. Okay. All right. So, okay. We're almost out of here as promised. Like in and out. Boom, boom, boom. Because I said what I needed to say. That might be interesting. Right. I know. I mean, I'm not hiding it, right? I guess you guys can come back and say nobody got hired. That'd be cool. Uh I make myself available for any investments or investing in successful projects or ventures or even nonprofits. Great business partners are always welcome. Absolutely. I'm not turning anybody away, but it is a rigorous interview process, including a trip to Chicago to really get into it. So anyway, all right. Uh, Beasley is definitely cloud chasing. It's funny when he says, oh, I'm gonna do this on my channel or whatever. You know what I always tell him? I said, I didn't know you were a content creator. Jay, I appreciate you being here. What's going on? Lovely one. You're always hey, lovely one. Again, I really do appreciate you putting those messages below my description. I know I say it all the time, but let's please engage. Let's utilize this to engage. I literally want to know, did I talk too slow? Was the show boring? Did I Molly clickbait? What can I do better? What do you guys want to hear about next? I did get a great message from Chief. That's what I say because I can't pronounce the first name no matter how many times I say it. That individual, my subscriber, asked me to talk about voter remorse and the state of the Trump situation. So I'm definitely going to, wean that into anything. If you put something in my description, I tell you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. It just is what it is. I do what I say and I say what I do. Unapologetic Mika, I really appreciate you. Welcome to the membership. Don't forget, as I said, Sunday, 7 o'clock. Now, for the members, if y'all missed that, for some reason, you can always go back to the community wall and actually you can just go to the members live videos and you can see it. Also on the members live videos, I'm going to start uploading some stuff that's a little bit more shocking-ish. And y'all want to hear a couple things that you're not going to believe. You're going to say, oh yeah, he's trolling. I promise not to troll anything today whatsoever, right? Let's see. So, a group of people asked me to name who I miss being cool with on YouTube, right? There was a few people, right? There was definitely a few people. You said for the Chicago trip we spoke on already, just waiting for your blueprint. I'm hopefully going back into my shops next week, 2 weeks long. Ms. 215, we are going to look into the Clark Atlanta University as well in Atlanta because I believe that your daughter or you're going to, where Clark Atlanta's on your short list for her to come here. And we were talking about doing some salons and whatnot with kind of a lounge. It was real funny. Like in when I first moved to Tampa, there was a sign out here and said, "Hey, ladies, you can shop, but if you want to leave your husbands here, take a sticky note and they get a free first drink." they try, so it was kind of funny. It gave me that idea. Maybe have a cigar lounge or whatever, somewhere in the vicinity of when they take their wives, girlfriends, whatever, to get their hair done. Hey, Empress, I'm doing really good. I'm so glad to see you. I haven't seen you in here before. If you've been in here before and I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, but thank you for being here. It really means a lot. Thank you. I'm gonna do my best to entertain, engage. I can't even get a hello. Vibrant. That's because Beasley was interrupting, to be honest with you. I'll always say hello to you. Didn't you hear me say that you'd be one of the people on the short list to be the director of the LGBTQIA YouTube network? I think that's a little bit better than a hello. Um, you hope I haven't been messaging Lady Nika. Uh, I actually made a short about Lady Nika. I asked Diva to how do I say this? Because you can't tell Diva like what to do. She's like a sibling. You know what I'm saying? Like I asked her to do whatever she wants with the other people, but please leave Lady Nika alone. That's what I asked. It's not caping for Lady Nika, but Lady Nika has other things going on. And that's what I say about getting to know the content creators, not just because of their platform or some other crazy stuff that they do, but the fact that Lady Nika is mourning over her sister and does have some thoughts that are a little bit deep and sometimes dark. That's the time where I really think that no matter what somebody does to you on the internet, I think that that's the time to step back. But I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. That's just my 2 cents. That's it. Let's see here. And I actually, okay. Don't forget, yep, my daughter is going to Clark. Appreciate you. You helped with us making the final decision. Next is nonprofits in Atlanta, our next movement. Perfect. Like as I told you, Sco, just say no to Sco's daughter does go to Clark Atlanta. And the last AKA line on at Clark University had uh shit. Angelina Jolie's and Brad Pitt's daughter just crossed over, aka at Clark University. Congratulations to her. My account for my cards were confiscated, but as soon as I receive new ones, I'm going to subscribe because I really like it here. Thank you, lovely one. I appreciate that. And it's not like I'm going to go into my members only lives and like keep this secret information or commentary that the public wants to hear. It's not that at all. It's more like a strategy session, and I would call it like a think tank. And for the people, I know like 90% of the people know what a think tank is, but for the 10% that don't, you kind of sit down, you jar your memory, throw things together. Procter and Gamble does it every 3 years. They bring in the top award-winning like PR person, attorney, accountant, whatever, and they sit down and they make they make the business plan to put to present to the board of directors so that there's no conflict of interest with their C-suite individuals. I've always wanted to be nominated to do that, but it hasn't happened. Even though I've won the Silver Anvils Award, 8 Mercury Awards, and all the PR Week Awards and all the other stuff, they still don't want me. But I probably will never level up to that. That's very exclusive. That's like saying I'm going to run against Usain Bolt in the next Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Black Girls Code, what's up? Sorry, I get real slow on the comments or whatever. When I get it deep in thought, I get it out. I was gonna cam up today, but I wanted to upload Cupcake's video and some other things, and just think about choosing my words wisely and things like that. Right? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna redirect, but I also do something for the people. If you want to stay here for a little bit longer, I definitely have some commentary for you. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change. Hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the link that I have pinned at the top that goes straight to StreamYard, and I'm gonna put Lemon's link at the top. What that's gonna allow you to do is, when you're tired of hearing me, go straight up. Hold on one second. Let me see. All right. Boom. All right. Now this isn't, you're not going to, you're going to go straight to the video. You don't, I'm not going to put a channel up there, this and that or whatever, because it's a lot easier for y'all to just go straight to the video. Hold on. And then also let me do the redirect as well. While I'm looking at that, I can't see the screen right now because I don't want to go over to the dual monitor or mess something up. So just let me know. Let's see here. If you have any questions, concerns, comments about today's live whatsoever, put it in the chat, or put it in the chat right now, because right now I'm trying to set up this redirect and I'm just not good at that. So hold up 1 second. Damn it. Hold on, y'all. Let's see here. Yeah, just put your questions down there. This is only going to take a minute. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on, y'all. Damn it. Man, I'm gonna have to sit. I'm gonna have to sit and do this a couple times, like, because I know this messes up the show. Me trying to find out something that's so freaking easy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold up. Customization. Hold up. 1 second, y'all. My bad. This will only take a second. Okay, I found what I'm looking for. Hold up. Jesus Christ. Hold on. One 1 second, y'all. I know y'all are probably running out this bitch by now. Hold on. Damn it. Next time I'll have this already pre-set up so you don't have to sit here and wait for me to get myself together. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. 1 second. Hold up. I'm gonna watch this back and be like, don't ever do that again. Okay, so redirect. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Lemon has, wow. After all that, I found out Lemon has to set Lemon has to set his redirect up. Yeah. Like he set it up so that people can't redirect or whatever the case may be. But here it is. I'm gonna pin the link at the top and answer the rest of your questions. We're gonna be up out of here. Let's see. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Lemon's live is up at the top pinned. The people that are in the bushes, people who haven't gone over there. I know the people that typically go over there will be there already, but I definitely want him to, get a few more people over there, because I'm very, very happy with my like button. I will tell you that. You look at how many people are in the chat. I don't care if there's 10, 40, 9,000, however many people are in the chat. I look at my likes, and I've never in my life thought that I could achieve over 90% percentile of the views matching the number of likes. So I think I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I am. And as I said, I'm very, 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 very open to y'all telling me I'm not doing something right. I will not blast you. I will not, I want constructive criticism, and I'll definitely interact with y'all. Great content, informative recently. Keep prospering and getting authentic and organic content to the masses. And I really appreciate that, Ms. 215. Let's see here. Beverly, lovely one. Let's go. CC's, boom. There's the link. Chill. Hold on. I got better to do in mine. Besides watching cussing all night. I know he says he's not everybody's cup of tea, and I say the same thing as well. And also feel free on my community wall. I'll put on the public community wall every once in a while topic or whatever, and if there is, or I'll actually do a topic poll, and you guys can tell me what you want to, want to hear. I can literally talk about anything from business to whatever, the streets, the country club, whatever. I think now this members live this week is going to be talking about like context clues, strategy, whatever. And then the members live after that, I'm going to get on the golf cart and ride around, and we're going to hang out with some clear people, Caucasians. I call them clear people. That's what you learn in my sector. We used to call them blue people. I call them clear people now because it's more YouTube appropriate. Because I don't want to be called African American. I'm going to call them white because I'm not, and I don't want to be called black because I'm not a color of a pen. I'm a little bit more than that, than a color of a pen. Let's see here. Generational wealth. Yeah, generational wealth definitely has to be something that we dive into, because I did hear you say, I think I saw you make a comment, Ms. 215, when people were talking about cash. Somebody did. And I kind of put out like a joke. I said, if you're worried about how much cash you have, then you're not wealthy. If you worry about how much cash you have, then you're not wealthy. Look at your open lines of credit. We got to get better. And I do get a little bit militant sometimes. I will, and to my clear people or whatever, I know that you all really, really support the movement. I will never look at the clear people and say anything about them. First of all, my mom is 100% German, blonde hair, blue eyed. And second of all, if you look at Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, or anybody else that led the charge, especially here on, some of the boulevards and stuff where, the MLK memorial and everything is Auburn Avenue. Auburn Avenue is here because black folks were told that they had to stop before they went to Stone Mountain, because Stone Mountain was the headquarters for the Ku Klux Klan. So I literally, every picture that you see, I have an intro that shows that there were more clear people, like literally right next to Martin Luther King, getting sprayed by fire hydrants just like everybody else. So if I get militant, it doesn't necessarily mean that I am excluding anybody. I like to talk about, because to be honest with you, the clear people aren't going into black neighborhoods and and taking the money from corner stores and this and that, and taking them up to the suburbs and educating their kids and send them to Ivy League, putting them in the right fraternity, and then just throwing them into a hedge fund, and that's life. So I definitely get militant about that. So I'm pretty decent at those conversations, and I will debate with anybody except for Mike TV. Jesus Christ, do not debate against Mike TV ever. I'm looking forward to what you have in store for the members. Absolutely. Also check that I'm gonna be uploading some videos. All I ask is, if I do upload a video, right now I do have like some history of envy. I think I put a video up of like just a couple old lives, so you could see when I was scratching. Like right now, I'm obviously very calm and chill or whatever. I have a different aura about myself online, but trust me, trust and believe, I was definitely in the ring with the best. I always talk about Polar starting the sector and whatnot. And it's crazy how much homage I pay to him, but him and I were at war for over 3 years. So it's kind of crazy. But in the Mo3 sector, or Mo3 troll beef sector, sorry. I'll debate that someday too. Because people in Mo3 sector hate to debate Mo3 sector versus Mo3 troll beef sector and whatever the hell these new people are doing. But anyway, I am here to represent the troll beef sector. Okay. And don't give me a Christa comment like, does that mean that you're a beef sector? Or does that mean that you're troll? No, it means I'm a troll beef sector. Read the damn words that are next to each other, okay? Troll beef sector is not the beef sector. Troll beef sector is not the Mo3 sector. And we're a part of it, but we're the next generation. Anyway, I said a difference between being rich and wealthy. Yeah, you did. And I believe when I saw your comment, Ms. 215, I was like the first one to say, like, I think I typed to you and said, like, when people think they have a lot of cash, they're not rich. The clear people, the biggest, yeah. Well, you know what? The greatest thing is here's what you got to think about the clear people, right? So when you go into a room, let's say Congress or whatever, yeah, they put the token, they put the token indigenous people in in the room to look good, but at the same time, listen, if a senator's salary is 150,000, 170,000, how are they multi millionaires? How does what you call it? What the hell is that crazy woman's name? Whatever. Basically, like there's an app that tracks the way that Congress people and senators what they put their investment money into, and that app is literally almost like insider trading because who elects those people? Hedge funds. What are hedge funds? You have to be vetted, on a consistent basis that your net worth continues to be the same. Some of the billionaires who are wealthy aren't materialistic, not shopaholics, never bragging about money, and be plain clothes individual, but billionaires. Well, you know what? Allegedly, I'm poor, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Envy and everyone. What's up, Reese? Appreciate you being here. You can red ball back a little bit, Larice. I know that you pop in and pop out. I know you get busy and things like that, but there were some really good things said. I pretty much say what I need to say and don't drag on the show. I want to give you all the information and let you go. But trust me, like we've had 10-hour, 12-hour lives, and I'm more than willing to do that. But my message is out here. Envy, I do want to. That's a lot going on. I don't know that language, lovely one. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I think yeah, Chiefess, and I'm always gonna call, Chiefess because I don't want to mess it up. It doesn't matter how many times I say that, but I believe you're the one that made or left the comment about voter remorse and stuff like that. Because the biggest thing out on the internet right now is people are so pissed that they voted for Trump. Because these tariffs and whatnot are basically taking money out of retirement funds and things like that. So I have a very strong opinion, and I'll never ever 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 lie to y'all and say I'm not a. We'll just say black. We'll just say black because that's what people like to call us. So I am a black Republican and I stand on it, but I have reasons for that. Okay, because the Democrat, that's smoke and mirrors, because typically our people don't do enough research. They just vote Democrat because they think Republicans are racist, and it's actually the exact opposite. There was a president, I'm not going to name that president, that once said, I'm a Republican. The only reason I became a Democrat is because people of color don't take enough time to know why they're voting for me. They're just going to vote for me because they would think Republicans are bad. But anyway, I can go into that just forever, but we're not going to do that. I appreciate you checking the replay. Replay game is cool. NY, what it do? I like your hair like that, NY. It's got body. You could be on, what was those commercials back in the day? Like Finesse shampoo or something like that. Like when y'all used when the clear women used to wear hairspray and all that. And it just like I said, every time I see you, I can't wait till the baby hair trend goes away. That would be great. And I think I said, stop taking hair off the back of your neck and gluing it to your forehead. It's not a good look. Okay. A woman dressed from head to toe with that garbage on her forehead. I just, it ain't it. Choctaw. Choctaw. I know. I mean, people tell me that, and then I'll mess it up. You know what? I'm literally gonna write it down. Literally. I know, like we joke around and say, "Let me write that down." I'm literally writing it down. Okay. Tall. All right. Cool. Choctaw. I got you. I got you. Thank you for saving me. Okay. There you go. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. I did think you did. You did leave that comment, and I didn't forget about it. Don't ever think that you're just one person among thousands. That is true, but I I will definitely treat everybody as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's 9,000 comments and there's a theme that people want, it's cool. I'm gonna do it. You don't have to be everybody. I care about each and every one of you because you came here, you stayed here. And you know, it's not a lot of F ish around here. I mean, actually, I mean, I say it, there is, because it can get that way when people start coming over here because I'm just starting to get into the game. People are like, Envy, you're live again. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of effery, but at the same time, we'll get into some other stuff as well. All right, y'all. So, let's see. So, as I said, the link is pinned at the top. I'm going over to the Friday night whatever. I'm kind of crazy. I'm kind of crazy when I get on the panel, and I'll tell you this. I'm kind of in the mood to be kind of a jackass on the panel because here we are over here nice and chill and whatever. And I like things to be recorded as well. You know? So, as a summary, Krista, you can't come over here. 1, 2, Lemon's not gay. 3, check my website. 4, I know how to pronounce Choctaw. All right, hit that link at the top. Go over to Lemons. I'm up out of here, and I'm going to troll myself one more time to get up out of here. I'll holla at y'all. Thank you for coming by.
I don't know what he got going on. I remember this though. Allegedly, Envy was high off that cocainiana. Okay, he was high.
Let's go, y'all.